Welcome back to Breaking Skyrim. On our last episode, we started an event in the College of Winterhold, and I've fast traveled to a location near our next objective. Now, when you start this event, a lot of the vendors will not open their barter menus for you and stuff like that. They're just so, astounded with what's going on. And literally without an item, we can't get back into the college if we were to return now. So we're heading to the location to grab that. We're also going to do a little side quest. Might just have enough time to get the side quest done. Hopefully this dragon doesn't see me. Range. I know we can take him. I'm just trying to save time. Random skeleton. Rolling down the hill. Okay, now we're coming up the backside of it. Let's not get stuck in the mountain. Now, if you were just doing the college mission, trying to save some time, the door to that is right here. There's a little scene you can watch. So here's Savos, or at least his Spectre. And then you can use the item that they gave you to get in there, but we're gonna do a little side quest first. I do believe there are frost trolls afoot. Now this is quite an important place, Labyrinthian. Whenever you get all the Dragon Priest masks, you can come here and do a little quest thing. Hey, he had a ring. Now I keep using my bound weapon just because I want to fill up all those soul gems. We're still trying to break enchanting. Sadly it's slow, but I got the rest of them for you. So going here into Lost Valkeg. I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce that. How to do this, because it's quite a bit of a labyrinth. I've said it before, if you can copy my technique, that stun lock is rather nice when it comes to the heavier hitters. Always on the lookout for gold. Trap. I do apologize if I get turned around and waste everyone's time. I do believe this was the dead end. Not sure what skill that would give us, but we probably broke it already. Ouch. Horrible way to go. Yeah, just steel plate. Okay, now this. I was just curious as to which it was. I think their aim was off. So again, as I always mention, you know, throwing in little role-play elements. I just play it with, you know, my attunement to magic. I could feel a pull, a force almost, drawing me back. Oh, I forgot I had that. I was going for candlelight again. Ow. Now this guy is guaranteed to be a Draugr Deathlord. Whenever you come here, whether it's level 1 or 100. He's also always guaranteed to have an ebony bow. So, if you're trying to do an archery character off the bat, this is a good place to come get an early weapon. I think we're supposed to jump down. Is this a dead end? Indeed. I think I have stamina, but we'll just take it in case. If nothing else, enchanted stuff sells high. Oh, that hurt. Oh, an ambush, is it? You just stand on here and waiting for it. Yeah, can't fight the stun lock. Yeah, see, airbound weapon's almost as good as an ebony anyway. But at this point, you would be able to upgrade it and get a few more points. But what's, you know, 1 or 2 less swings? Especially when you capture their soul every time. But, you know, if you feel you can spare the carry weight, they're good money. Great for enchanting and getting back some cash. Now, I gotta remember. I think there's another door. And this is what I mean about it being a labyrinth. Because there's a way into... a maze. Like, for one, this place, you know, is a labyrinth. Hence the name. But there is a literal stone maze puzzle. I just can't recall where the door is. I thought that was it. Maybe I had taken a wrong turn. There's the door we just came out of. The original door we went in is over here. Because there's the troll. Now, where was that? So I know it's here. Ah, there it is. But still a nice little dive there beforehand. And as I was speaking of previously, I do believe it's in this mound. And beware of all the frost troll. Ow. That hurt, fella. Yes, in here, there's the wooden mask. If you want to go ahead and take that now. But once you get all the masks, put on the wooden mask, this place transforms. It's weird. And then you can put all the other masks on to that little statuary that was there. But we're heading into here. Shalidor's maze. Now, because we have collected quite a few spells from each category, we're not going to need these staves that have just risen from the ground. But it's all a little puzzle. If you needed the spells, this is what they were for. But again, we've got them all. So, I personally... This is a great place for certain alchemy ingredients, the death bells and the flame tongues. I like to run to the back, because if I remember correctly, there is a word wall. Grab that first. Now, don't mind the, I don't think I can enter this way. Ah, that's right. I can. But let's start from the front. So you can see here, that's the alteration magic symbol. So I'm going to just hit it with Mage Light. And that unlocks the first part of the maze. Now, all these little columns have random things in it. Some of them will have gems. Some of them will have eyeballs. There are skeevers about. But opening those little columns help to look through into other parts of the labyrinth as well. Just as an example, we were just over there. So I like to open them just so you know where you've been, get a grasp of where you're headed. There is a scroll of Mage Light here because the lock was right over on that side. Soul gems. So yeah, just always open those little things. I use them as markers so I don't get lost in here. That one was empty. Now I do believe that there is actually a book that you can find in-game that has a layout and a map of this. But I find it's not too complicated of a maze, really. Well, that's gross. A coin in his mouth must have been a snitch. Well, that's not a good sign. Alright, so we're coming up on areas we haven't been to yet. I like to reset that before and then another engagement, that way it just doesn't disappear in the middle of battle. I've gotten both of these open. Aha! So now, that's the destruction symbol. So just take something from destruction, I'll go with flames, because guaranteed everybody has that, and then you're going to drop down into the second part of the maze. That is the conjuration. Yeah. Okay, so what? I can't remember what they wanted for conjuration. I think it was Soul Trap. Because you have to hit the plaque itself. It's either that or it was reanimate. Yeah. No. Maybe it was Soul Trap. No. Maybe I should have read the staff. Raise zombie? Huh. Perhaps I don't do this one yet? Only other thing I could think of is, conjure a familiar. I'll go with minion. Nothing. Alright. Let's continue on. We can always come back through. So this... brings you out on us. It's on one of the sides, that's right. So now... this is the way we came in. We already used Mage Light. That's for restoration. Oh, they wanted fear. Nope. Firebolts. entirely sure what I just heard reset, but we've already been through that path, so let's go back down to the backside of it. So this entrance, that's the illusion sign. So they wanted fear, and I don't think it really matters as long as it's from the illusion school. Now you see you've been on that side because you've already opened that one, so we're heading down a whole nother path. There you are. I knew you were about somewhere. So we continue deep. Now that I'm starting to recall, I think the Conjuration wanted to wait until you went through both sides of this, and then that plaque will light up. And we can hit it. Oh, gold. Oh. Gotta be precise. Alright. And bloody rags. Well, that's comforting. Scrap metal. There's the one with gemstones. Random ice wraith for no reason. But I will take the extra soul. Now if we hadn't already broke our conjuration. The skill for that. Centurion core. Heal other. Do I have that already? I do not. Free spellbook. Can't go wrong with it. Especially if you are the kind that wants to take a follower. I personally do not. The only time I did was when I was mage breaking, and that's because they were companions that could train a stat. And now that's the restoration spell. They suggest that you do a turn undead. So now we drop down the second time to this middle part to a trial of conjuration. That's what it was. Can you hit me with that one major explosion? Like, it would be fantastic. Thank you. Now I'm curious to see. It's back bang. Now, this is what I had mentioned before from a previous video on Circle of Protection. You needed to get hit with an explosive spell in order for it to continue working again. Oh, no, it was just because I was standing near the Atronach and its magical damage. So, I'm not exactly sure how I got that to work beforehand, but now this is what we came here to get. The Diadem of the Savant. You might as well take a Daedra Heart too, they will come in handy. Now also, you know, feel free to sell those off. They're free staves. But the Diadem, it just says that spells in all schools cast less magicka. So at this point, it's only 5% to each, which isn't that great. If you're still holding on to... Where is it? I think I still have it. No, I don't. But the Sarthal amulet would do 3%, so in total you can get 8%. Which doesn't sound like much right now, and it really isn't, because we're going to break that even further. But still a nice little item to have. Again, you have 4 staves to sell now. And then you just head back out of the maze. Hey, treasure chest. So now that we've gotten through all that hullabaloo, I think there's... We're going to continue on with the main reason we came here. To find the Staff of Magus. Magnus. Magnus? Yeah, Magnus, not Magus. 2 totally different staffs, believe me. Now, before I cut off the episode here, there is a little trick you can do, because there will be a random spell book that you can receive just on the other side of these doors. It's how I used to get telekinesis before I found out about Redwater Den. But it can be a few other things. I think you can get water breathing, which is a good one to get. Telekinesis arrow has been thrown in there. So if you really wanted to, you could make a save. Yeah. And then from this save, you would go through these doors into Labyrinthian. And it's going to be on a table. If it's not a spell that you want, or if it's a spell you already have, you can reload your save and then go pick it back up. So as you enter, all these skeletons can be rated for gold. There'll be another little exchange of words between all these spirits. But over here on this table,
I can't believe we're doing
see, I already
this.
have paralysis rune. So I'm going to load broken from the last save. Because if you load the autosave, it's whatever book it was that was randomly generated. So if you scum load from back there and then run in, the book will be different every time. It's random, so sometimes I've gotten paralysis rune like 2 times in a row, 3 times even for telekinesis arrow. But then you just run in. Detect life. See? Something different, something I don't have. Somewhat useful skill, especially if you're an assassin and you have quiet casting going for you. But I'm going to cut the episode off here. And we'll go ahead and delve into rest of Labyrinthian. So I will catch you all in the next one.
Shalidor's secrets themselves